This tutorial will demonstrate how to utilise Net2's flexible access permissions in order to support a COVID-secure environment. The benefits to an existing Net2 user include a highly cost-effective solution from a hardware and software perspective. The implementation also causes minimum disruption to day-to-day business. For system users who are new to Net2, the benefits include the simplicity in which Net2 can be incorporated into their building, the very simple user interface that allows administration to be very easy, and easy for employers to integrate into their return to work induction process for employees and site visitors. During today's tutorial, we will look at 5 ways in which Net2's access permissions can be used to support making buildings COVID secure. They are as follows: time zones, access levels, user groups, user details, and advanced permissions. Let's start by looking at time zones. To minimise the people density at common areas such as receptions or clocking in and out stations at key times of the working day, Net2's flexible access permissions allows us to manage shift patterns by adjusting the start and finish times of individuals or groups in the time zone section of the software. Time zones can easily be created to support staggered start and finish times for staff. A time slot is created by clicking and dragging, copying and pasting into further relevant days of the week. Now let's look at access levels. In order to stop cross-contamination and reduce the number of people that can move around a workplace, access levels can be created to specify which users can access specific areas during specific times. In the access levels section of the software, a new access level can be created, either from new or use an existing level as a template. For each reader, we set the time zone that a user with this access level will be permitted through, that access point, facilitating the creation of one-way systems in buildings to aid social distancing and enforcing different entrance and exit points for different staff. The access level can then be assigned to a user and applied. Looking at user groups. To aid the return to work process that many businesses will be initiating throughout the coming months, Net2 can be used to ensure this process can be enforced. If returning a department at a time, using the Departments section allows simple management for access permissions of specific people or groups to aid the management of return to work. By right-clicking on the department in the Tree View menu, you're able to set up the properties of all users within and apply an access level for the group, such as the date their credential is valid from. Users can be dragged and dropped between departments in the Tree View. Now let's look at user details. The granularity in which a user record can be updated allows a system user to regulate the intervals in which people have to be revalidated upon their status. This can be useful during these times, as individual user records can be updated with key information, for example, such as when a person has been recently tested for infection. Access rights can be set up to expire at a specific time or date in which people need to provide updated test results by setting expiry dates or providing temporary access levels. It's also possible to manage user permissions on an individual basis. By doing so, we provide access to the specified readers in the time period we desire. And finally, we can look at advanced permissions. If using Net2 Pro software, the system can be configured to use advanced permissions by allowing multiple access levels to be assigned to the same user. This is particularly useful for larger sites that are configured into distinct areas. Once the feature is enabled in the Net2 configuration utility, a user can be assigned one or more access levels. Here we can see the access levels are configured for different areas of the building, and from the user record we are able to assign one or more levels to a user.